You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rudrance for Black and White Sports. Well, we got continued fallout from the Bubba Wallace, Kyle Larson wreck, which turned into a brouhaha after the wreck. Bubba Wallace took out one of his own teammates. A lot of people believe he absolutely intentionally crashed into Kyle Larson's car at Las Vegas Motor Speedway this past weekend. Now, NASCAR has given Bubba Wallace a one-race suspension, which has drawn a lot of criticism from the NASCAR world, including from the likes of Kevin Harvick, a legend, and Kyle Petty, of course, the son of legendary driver Richard Petty, former NASCAR driver and a member of NBC Sports now, was very critical of how light NASCAR decided to go on Bubba Wallace. Now, we've all got our theories. I believe NASCAR is very cowardly these days when it comes to doing anything involving Bubba Wallace. There's been calls for potential criminal charges against Bubba. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like. And, of course, there's been calls for him to lose his McDonald's sponsorship. So we've got something else here, which I think is interesting because Las Vegas Motor Speedway will, of course, host the same race next year. And that tells you right there, NASCAR, that tells you how much this has taken away from the actual sport of racing, right? And Las Vegas Motor Speedway decided to use the wreck and the fight as a marketing tool. And you know what? It seems to me like they might be on Bubba Wallace's side here. Like what happened to Kyle Larson is just no big deal. And you have to wonder, is this a reflection of NASCAR? Because Las Vegas Motor Speedway has decided to use that entire black eye on the sport, that fiasco from this past weekend, they decided to use it as a marketing tool. Now, they have since deleted the tweet. Why did they delete it? Because they got their asses drug over it, and rightfully so. Essentially sports, but Mom, he shoved me. Deleted tweet from Bubba Wallace's assault of Kyle Larson draws ire from NASCAR fans. And in case you're wondering what I'm talking about, this is the tweet from the 17th. Round 2, March 2023, Las Vegas. But Mom, he shoved me. Round 2, there's Wallace shoving Larson. There's the wreck as well right after the hit, and of course the wreck. And man, this received some serious criticism. All right, serious criticism. It's perfectly normal for wrestlers, mixed martial arts athletes, and even football teams to have rematches to settle old scores to reclaim bragging rights. But would you say the same for NASCAR? Well, you know, racing cars or stock cars, racing cars are very dangerous, right? People get killed. Could there be a second round of Bubba Wallace versus Kyle Larson as well? Because Las Vegas Motor Speedway certainly thinks so. Wait, correction, they thought so. Yeah, they have deleted this tweet. Okay, but they got hammered. Post the controversial incident between the 23XI racing driver and Hendricks Motorsports driver, in which included a push into the wall following an intentional wreck, followed by a long, daunting walk, followed by a one-sided fight with shoves and more shoves. Las Vegas Motor Speedway's official Twitter account posted a picture in which they allegedly proposed round 2, March 2023, with a link to tickets. Wow. And also the picture, and had the text, but Mom, he shoved me. Now, I don't know about you, but it seems to insinuate what Bubba Wallace did was no big deal. And maybe this is exactly why he didn't get much of a suspension. Maybe secretly, NASCAR doesn't give a shit about its reputation anymore. Unsurprisingly, they deleted the tweet, but the natives of Twitter didn't let it go down the drain. Did anyone screenshot that deleted Las Vegas tweet, Vegas Motor Speedway tweet? Yep. Right here. This is disgraceful. Disgusting. NASCAR is for racing. If you'd rather fight your competition, try hockey, MMA, and boxing to name a few. This is wrong. Speaking about the incident between Bubba Wallace and Kyle Larson, NASCAR spotter Brett Griffin emphasized how important it is for 23XI racing driver to resolve things both internally and externally. He believes that Bubba Wallace needs to apologize directly to Kyle Larson, and that maybe Bubba Wallace has frankly got something wrong with him. Quote, I think Bubba's he's got to make peace with this quick, man, because something like this, it can weigh on you. In a recent episode of Door Bumper Clear podcast, quote, Bubba has got to make peace with this fast. He's got to make peace with his owners. He's got to make peace with Kyle Larson. He's got to make peace with Christopher Bell. Yeah, collateral damage. His own teammate. The guy has already come out before and said he had anxiety issues. Like, this is something that can weigh on you a long time because you're going to relive the moment where you made all those decisions to do all those things. Griffin hoped that the 23XI racing driver has, quote, the right people around him to help him with this, because if you don't, it can F your career for a while. The spotter emphasized, I've seen it happen. It's not a fun train to be on. So he's saying that Bubba Wallace may have some personal demons that's going to sort of enhance the after effects of his actions here. I don't know. I mean, does Bubba Wallace have some kind of a mental health issue? Or now are we just talking about damn excuses, right? Trying to excuse Bubba Wallace for his actions. I don't know. Okay, I don't give a damn if the guy does have anxiety. If you've got it that bad, then quit racing. I mean, how bad can your anxiety be if you're driving a car that quickly around a track? Are you stable enough to be racing cars and putting other people at risk around you? One's got to ask. And once again, how tacky is it that a NASCAR event, the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, would use this as a marketing tool? Yeah, they deleted it real quick, but they were trying to sell tickets off of it too. Was it Jerry Jones? Who was it that said, bad publicity is better than no publicity? Somebody said it. Is it always? Is it always? Yeah, people are going to want to see these two race again. I guarantee that. You can believe that, absolutely. But I think the biggest problem with this was the fact that they insinuated that Kyle Larson and or the public maybe was overreacting. Really? Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.